to Tash, Naturally Pilates. I am Tash, and today we have a full body workout. So you can expect us to be working our glutes, our hamstrings, our abdominals, our triceps. So we really have a full body burn today. You won't need anything but yourself and your mat. However, if you do have ankle weights, feel free to pop those on. Those are definitely an added challenge. But have a bottle of water with you nearby, because today might get a little bit sweaty and we're going to get absolutely straight stuck into it. Meet me on the mat standing. Okay, so you're going to come to the back of your mat and your toes are going to be facing the front, your feet are hip width apart. Okay, hands are going to rest on either side of your hip bones, and we're going to exhale, we're going to squat down, and inhale, we're going to come all the way up to standing position, and repeat, exhale, squat, inhale, come all the way up. Wonderful. So hold the weights in your heels, and you want to imagine that you are sitting back on that chair and coming up all the way and squeeze. If it's uncomfortable with your hands on your hips, you're more than welcome to bring your hands in front of your chest. Sitting all the way back in that chair, coming all the way up and squeeze. So you want to think of your glutes doing all the work here. So when you're in that squat position, your glutes are engaged and now they're lifting you all the way up to that standing position. Repeat. Still focusing on our breath. Okay, so today is definitely getting started a lot more quicker than we usually do. I have energy to burn, so I hope you do too. We're going to go for 4, 3, last 2. On this last one, can you hold it in that squat position? Hold, your core engaged. Can you reach your arms long? Okay, palms are facing one another. Hold it there. We're going to alternate heel lifts. So right heel lifts, lower, left heel lifts, lower. Come all the way up. Hands rest on either side of your body. Exhale down. Heel lift. Alternate, left, right. Come all the way up to standing. Looking so good, looking so strong. So placing all of the weight into those heels as you squat down. Your hips shoot behind you. Okay, core engage here to make sure that you're not arching into the spine. Breathe, we've got 3 more. You've got 2 more. I'm already warm. Last one, we're going to hold it there. Now with that heel lift, you're going to reach your right arm behind you. So right heel lifts, right arm reaches behind you, look to your hand, and then come back to that same position. Alternate. Left heel lifts, left hand goes behind. Come all the way back to the center. Come all the way up. Repeat. Exhale down. Reach it back. Heel lifts, lower. Heel lifts on the other side. Lower, come all the way up. Wonderful work. So making sure that your eye line's following your hands the whole time. And you want to make sure that you're not shrugging your shoulders up to your ears as you do so. So you're going to feel your quads switch on. We've got 4, so we need 2 on each side. Doesn't sound so bad. Let's go for 3. Last 2. Only 2 more reps. On this last one, reach your back. Come center, reach your back. Come to center, hold. Hold, hold, hold. Sit all the way back in that chair, hold. Can you get a little bit deeper? 4, 3, 2, 1. Tiny pulses with the glutes up and down. Your glutes are lifting you up and down. We're here for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Come all the way up. Woo. Shake the legs out, shake the legs out. My tights have fleece on the inside, so I'm already really warm. Okay, keep your feet where they are. We're going to inhale, reach your fingertips up. Exhale, hands are going to come down towards your side. Tuck your chin into your chest, start to roll down vertebra by vertebra. Micro bend in your knees. So your hands meet the mat. Hold them there. And roll, starting to stack each vertebrae back on top of one another. Until your head is last, reach your hands up. Exhale down, chin to chest. Start to roll down vertebra by vertebra. So catching our breath here. Flexion and extension of the spine. And then start to roll all the way back up. Making sure that your head is last. You got one more like this. Roll it all the way down. And then meet me at the mat. Okay, so hands are going to be touching the mat if you can. So hold onto the mat there. Fingertips are going to touch the mat. If you can't, you can hold onto your ankles. But I want you to keep your left fingertips onto the mat. I want you to straighten into your right leg, bend into your left, and then reach your right fingertips up to the ceiling. Look to your hand. My necklace is giving me a moustache. And then you're going to come back to that center position, micro bend in both of the knees, and now we're going to swap. So if you can, place your whole right hand onto the mat, bend into your right leg as your left leg straightens, and then lift your left arm up to the ceiling. Wonderful. Feeling the stretch at the back of that left hamstring, the left leg, as well as we opening up our chest here, and repeat. Okay, so we're going to alternate. So you're now bending into your left leg, your right leg is going to straighten, your right arm is going to reach up. And alternate. We got two more like that. One more. Wonderful. Both of your hands are going to come onto the mat, or they're holding onto your ankles. Bend into your knees. Start to walk your hands out to a high plank position. So your hands underneath your shoulders. Drop your glutes a bit so your body's at that diagonal. Bend into knees. Start to walk your hands back to your feet. We're going to roll it all the way back up to that start position. Inhale here. Exhale. So we're going to move quite quickly. Roll it all the way down. Walk your hands out, high plank position. Engage your core, belly button to your spine. Then start to bend your knees, walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Roll, stack each vertebrae, head is last. Reach fingertips up. Exhale down. Now you can stay here if you want a bit more. When you're in the high plank position, can you add a tricep push-up? So that means that your elbows are tucked in towards your body, your rib cage. Press all the way up. Bend into the knees. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Roll all the way up. Wonderful. Woo, getting out of breath. Really important that you tuck your chin into your chest. Now, if it's too much with the push-up, leave it out. Or if you really want to challenge yourself, when you do that push-up, you're more than welcome to come onto your knees. Just make sure that you are dropping your hip bones, okay? So making sure that your body is at that diagonal. And then you're going to come all the way down. Press it up. Lift. Bend into the knees. Walk your hands all the way back. We only got two more like that. Speed it up just a bit more. Making sure that your hands are underneath your shoulders as you do that push-up. Last one. Walk your hands out, high plank. If you want to add that push-up, come up, high plank, hold. Hold, hold, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do single knee taps. So you're going to tap your right knee down to the mat. You're going to lift. Left knee down to the mat, lift. So you're in a high plank position, you're just bending at the knee, trying to lower the knee down. If you need to scoot your feet closer to your hands, you're more than welcome to. But your challenge here is to make sure that your hips are staying completely stable. So they shouldn't be rocking from side to side, back and forth. Okay, I should be able to fit a teacup on your lower back, and it should not spill that tea at all. Now you can stay here, or if you want more of a challenge, can you drop both of your knees down and then lift them up? So double tap. Core still engaged the whole time. This is a deep core stabilizing challenge. Okay, remember I talk about that TVA, transverse abdominis, those deep, deep, deep core muscles that we can't see, but they are the most important element of our core. Last 3. Last 2, you've got a break coming up. Last one, hold in that high plank, hold it there. Press into the palms to make sure you're not sinking into the shoulders. You here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, knees pressed back. Very well deserved child's pose. Rest your forehead on the mat. Reach your fingertips to the other side. Make sure that your glutes are grounded onto your heels. Take a moment here just to catch your breath, because we're going to start to move into some glute work. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Ripple through the spine. Come to an all four position. Okay. Hands underneath the shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips. Hip width apart. Make sure that your toes are not tucked, so they're flat onto the mat. We're going to reach the right leg behind us. Okay, so extend it behind you. Point the foot. Inhale to begin. Exhale. We're going to lift that leg hip high. Inhale, low down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Wonderful. So you want to make sure that both of your hip bones are squared to the mat. What does that mean? They are staring straight to the mat. Okay, so I don't want this right hip to open up. Your neck's in line with your spine. So as much as you would love to look at that leg, please do not drop your neck. Okay, keep it lengthened. Woo! Can feel this automatically. So you really want to think of me as pulling your leg to the other side of the room. Try not to sink into your left side. So place a lot of the weight into your right palm. That should help. And even though this is a glute exercise, it's very much into the shoulders, it's very much into the core. The core is working extra hard to stabilize you. We're going to go for 4. We're going to start to add. Let's go for 3 more. Last 2. Last one, let's hold that leg lifted, hold. Let's bend it to a 90. Let's extend. Let's lower it down. Repeat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, lower. Repeat. Ooh, bend at 90. Extend it out. Lower it down. Doing so well. Looking so strong. So now we're getting into the hamstrings. We're going to go for 4. We're going to start to add more layers. Let's go for 3. Last 2. Woo. Last 1. Hold that leg lifted. Bend it. Keep it bent to that 90. Hold it there. Now we're going to bring this right knee behind the left, and then we're going to bring it back up. Woo, to that hip height. Okay, knee's going to come behind the left knee if you can, and then lift it back up without moving your body back. Okay, so your body's staying completely still. Both of your hip bones are still squared. This is quite a challenge. And don't worry if you can't reach right behind that left knee, okay? Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. Woo, I'm shaking. Last one, hold that leg lifted, hold, and you guessed it, let's pulse it up for 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, your core still engaged, don't let your stomach drop to the mat. Last 3, last 2, and last 1, wonderful. Bring that knee behind the left and just sit all the way back. Allow that left knee to lift off of the mat. Reach your arms forward. I'm sweating. Woo, okay. Come to the center and then undo your legs. Turn onto your left side and come onto your left forearm. So your left elbow is underneath your left shoulder. Okay, make sure you're moving that left ear away from your shoulder. We're going to bend into this bottom leg, the left leg, and with the right leg, I want you to reach it long. Now make sure that your heel is in line with your glute. That's super important. Now lift that right leg, the top leg, and keep it there. Make sure your hips are stacked. So try and not externally rotate your top hip or even your top leg. Okay, we don't want the knee pointing to the ceiling. We want the knee looking down to the floor. Now we're going to keep this leg lifted. We're going to work into some side planks, but they're also going to work into the left glutes. So let's get started. Inhale to prepare, exhale. We're going to lift this bottom hip and inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Core's engaged here. Glutes are engaged. This top leg does not move. It is glued in space. Lift it up, squeeze, lower it down. Lift it up and squeeze. So you're looking to me the whole time, okay? I don't want you to close your chest to the mat. Open it up. Let's go for 5 more reps, and then we're gonna start to layer it. So always remember, if you're comfy at a layer, stay there. Okay, obviously I want you to challenge yourself, but if you're really just not feeling it, you're low on energy or it doesn't feel right, take it down 1 layer. Let's go for 3 more, 2 more. Woo! My bottom glutes, last one, hold. We're gonna bend this right knee in, so it's at that 90 degree. We're gonna extend it out. We're gonna lower the hip down. 1 second break, lift, bend it in, extend it out, lower it down, lift, bend it in, so that knee comes just in line with that hip. You extend it back out, and then you lower it back down. Oh my gosh, let's go for 4 more. Last 3, we've got abs after this. Last 2, last 1, can you extend that leg out? Hold. Reach your top arm long so it's by your ear. Now, we're gonna open the knee out. So the knee's now gonna face the ceiling. You're gonna tap opposite elbow to that knee. You're gonna lower your hips down at the same time. And then you're gonna reach it out, lift your hips. Exhale, so we're adding a bit of a side crunch. And reach. So now we're getting into obliques. Woo! Core still engaged. Let's go for 4. Breathe. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold, arm and leg lifted. Hold, hold, hold. Look to me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Zigzag your legs. Wow, my left glute's on fire. Right hand to the mat, left arm up and over. Look underneath your armpit to the ceiling. Make sure both of your hip bones or your glutes are grounded onto the mat. Ah. Inhale, come to center. Have a sip of water if you need. I stupidly didn't bring my water bottle. Okay, I would do anything for a sip of water. Turn to the middle of your mat now. Turn so you're on your glutes. I'm so tired I can't even think. And we're gonna roll all the way down onto our backs. Okay, feet are hip width apart. Hands are gonna come behind the head. And because this is an intermediate workout, we're gonna float right leg into tabletop and then the left, okay? Make sure that your back is now completely imprinted on the mat, which means that your entire back is melted into the mat, okay? Elbows stay wide. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, let's curl up and forward. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So make sure that when you curl up and forward, your legs are not moving. Lift. Should be able to fit a peach, an apple, a plum underneath your chin. Okay, look to the ceiling or look just above your knees. That helps maintain that space. Let's go for 5. Let's go for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Bring your belly button to your spine. Okay, don't let your abdominals dome. Last 1. Hold head, neck, and shoulders lifted. Hold. Can you connect your toes together? Okay, connect your knees together. Hold it there, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower head, neck, and shoulders. Keep your toes and your knees connected. Now, next time we curl up and forward, we're going to open the knees. So exhale, curl up and forward, open the knees. Inhale, lower them. Close the knees. Exhale, open. Whew! That switches on those lower abdominals. Exhale, open. Inhale, lower. Can you challenge yourself even more? Every time you curl up and you open the knees, can you reach your fingertips between your legs? Hands come behind the head and then close and lower the head down. Exhale, reach, inhale, close, lower down. Being gentle with the neck, okay? It's the core doing all of the work, not the neck. Elbows are staying wide. They're on a break. They don't want to see each other at all. Let's go. Final 3. Looking strong. Final 2. Final 1. Hold it up. Hold, hold, hold. With this right hand, can you reach it on the other side of your right knee? So on the outside of your right knee. Pulse it up. Okay, so reach head, neck, and shoulders just a little bit higher. And then bring the hands behind the head, lower down. We're going to repeat to the other side. So exhale, lift. Right arm between the legs, left arm on the outside of your left knee. Okay, so we're getting into obliques here. And then lower, head, neck, and shoulders down while hands come behind the head. Exhale. Right hand on the outside of your right knee, left hand between the legs. And come all the way down. Just make sure that when you're reaching, your body is staying stable. Your torso is staying stable. So you're not lifting one hip or the other. Okay, so if you're reaching your left arm outside of your left knee, make sure your right hip isn't lifting, and vice versa. Let's get into it. We're here for 10. Let's go for 9. I'm not going to count down the whole time because I know that sometimes that's so discouraging. Let's go. You only got final 5. Woo! 4, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold left side, okay? Left hand outside of left knee. We're going to pulse it. Let's pulse it up. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch straight to the other side. Right hand outside right knee. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close the knees. Hug them into the chest. Oh, rock from side to side. Can you imagine if I'd added weights to this? I was considering it. I would have been dripping with sweat. Okay, one hand behind each knee. Let's rock back and forth. Let's massage the spine. Make sure you're not landing on the neck. Okay, you're not getting into the abdominals at all here. This is just a little recovery until you come all the way up. Fold or cross the ankles and then twist around. All for position, we're going to get straight stuck into the other side. Okay, but for the purpose of the video, I'm going to turn around so you can see my left side. Okay, hands underneath the shoulders. Spread your fingertips, takes pressure off of your wrists. And your knees are underneath your hips. Flat toes. Let's reach that left leg behind us. Inhale to prepare, exhale. Let's float it up, hip height. Inhale, lower down. Repeat, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now you're placing a lot of the weight into your left hand now. So make sure that you're not sinking into that right side. Pressing into the palms to make sure you're not sinking into your shoulders. Cores engaged here because we don't want to move the body at all. The only part of our body that's mobilizing is our left leg. Breathe. You only got a couple more reps here. And don't do what I just did. Okay, don't drop your neck to look at your leg. Keep that neck long, in line with the spine. Even I forget sometimes. Let's go. Final 4. Final 3. Last 2. Last one, let's hold that leg lifted, hold. We're going to bend it to 90. We're going to extend it out. We're going to lower it down. Repeat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, lower. Repeat. Now remember, you can take this to your own pace. Okay, so I would rather you either keep up with me or go slower. I wouldn't go any faster. When we go too quickly, we tend to forget about our form and we just kind of after the reps instead of, quality over quantity. And in Pilates, that's a no, no, no. Let's go for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Keep that leg bent at a 90. Hold it there. Now we're going to bring that left knee behind the right. Then we're going to bring it back up. Try not to sink to the right as you tap that left knee behind the right, okay? Lift it up. Your body is keeping completely still. It's just that left knee that's working. Woo! Feel that left glutes. You're here for 4. You've only got one more exercise after this, and then we'll get into a good little stretch, a little cool down. Let's go. Final 3. Final 2. Core still engaged. It's not arch into the spine. Last one. Hold that knee lifted. Hold it there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tiny pulses up to the ceiling. Tiny pulses. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that left knee behind the right and sit all the way back. Reach your fingertips forward. Ooh, allow your right knee to lift. Feel that stretch of the left side. Oh, even Nova stretching. Hello. And then come to the center, undo the legs, and come all the way down onto your right side. Okay, so your right elbow is underneath your right shoulder. Your right knee is bent, and I want you to extend your top leg long, which is your left leg, and make sure that your heel is in line with your glute. Your hips are stacked on one another. Inhale to prepare, exhale. Let's just lift that top leg. Keep it where it is. Core engage, open your chest out. Top hand's going to reach and just rest onto your hips. Inhale, exhale. Let's lift this bottom hip. Lower it back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Looking to me the whole time. Okay, you don't want to look to your mat. However, if your neck does take some strain, you can look to your bottom hand. Lift and lower it all the way back down. So you shouldn't be feeling this in your shoulders. If you are, okay, I want you to engage your glutes. I want you to switch your abdominals on, like really bring your core to your spine. Because that's the reason why you're feeling it in your shoulders. And the movement is coming from your bottom waist. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3. Last 2. Last one, hold it up, hold. We're going to bend this top leg to 90. We're going to extend it out. We're going to lower that bottom hip down. Repeat, exhale. Bend it in, make sure that that knee is still pointing to the floor the whole time, so it's not open to the ceiling. Lower it down. Now you can point your foot, you can flex. I'll give you the option. Oh my gosh, my bottom glute. Let's go for 4. And then we're going to start to add those side crunches. Let's go for 3. Last 2. On this last one, hold it up, your hips up. Extend your top arm by your ear. Okay, now we're going to crunch. We're going to bring our knee to our elbow. As you do so, lower your bottom hip slightly. And then extend, lift that hip up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. We're here for 4. Let's go for 3. Getting into obliques. Last 2. Last one. Hold it up. Hold, hold, hold. Arms by the ear. Look to me. Open the chest. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Ooh, zigzag the legs. Rest your left hand onto the mat. Reach your right arm up and over, looking under your armpit to the ceiling. Feeling a stretch all along that right side. It feels so good. Undo the arm. Well done. You absolutely smashed today. We're just going to get into a very quick little stretch. Nothing too long. So if you can, please join me for the stretch. I would appreciate that. Your body would appreciate that. So hands are going to come onto your knees. Round into the spine. Tuck your chin into your chest. Round, round, round. And then inhale, arch. Look to the ceiling. Open up your throat to the ceiling. Like a modified cat, cow in the seated position. Exhale, round. Chin to chest. Draw your shoulder blades apart. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Let's go for 3. Last two. Last one. Wonderful. Place your right hand on your left knee. Bring this left hand behind your glutes and twist to the left. Ooh, feel the stretch of the middle spine. The thoracic spine feels so good. Inhale, come to center. Let's just swap, alternate. Left hand to your right knee. Your right hand comes behind your glutes, twist to the right. Make sure both of your hip bones are still grounded on the mat. One more on each side. Left hand, right knee. Left hand behind the body, twist. Come to center. One more. Come to center. 3 deep breaths in, and then you are free. Inhale. Let's reach our fingertips up to the ceiling. Fill up your lungs. Exhale down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale down. Inhale through the nose. Fill up those lungs. Hold that breath. 1, 2, 3, and exhale through the mouth. Wonderful work, everybody. Please like and subscribe. New content is every Monday and Friday. See you on the mat.